Dr. Bugaki.
Thank you. Thank you for setting aside this time.
It's good to see you as
Good to
always.
see you.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll have our administrative session, and then we'll take a 10-minute break, and then we'll move on to the IRP update hearing. This is the Tuesday, January the 16th, 2024 administrative session of the Georgia Public Service Commission. Turning our attention first to the utility consent agenda. Would any commissioner like any item on the consent agenda held or moved? This is the Tuesday, January 16th, 2024 administrative session of the Georgia Public Service Commission. Turning our attention first to the utility consent agenda. Would any commissioner like any item on the consent agenda held or moved to the regular agenda? Hearing no such request, all in favor of approving the items on the consent agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, consent agenda passes unanimously. Moving on to the regular agenda, does any commissioner wish for any item to be held? All right, we'll take up the first item on the regular agenda, item R1.
Good morning, Commissioners. Item R1 includes docket numbers 29331, 30707, 29330, 30706. Staff recommends approval of the following: the settlement agreements, the consent agreements for Hall County and Gwinnett County, the proposed order filed on January 9th, waiver of hearings, and the amended certificates for Hall County and Gwinnett County.
Okay, commissioners, any questions? All right, you've heard staff's recommendation on item R1. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion passed. Staff's recommendation passes unanimously. This time, thank you so much for your work and all the other. I know there's been a ton of work on.
Thank you.
And,
It
Thank
was
you
my
so much.
pleasure.
We have a, that's not me. That's weird. Max, this is driving.
So good.
Try this.
Hey, Tony.
Did that do it? Hey, Tony, if you can hear us, there you go. That was it. That was Tony's voice.
Yes, that was Tony.
Oh, so can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay.
We're gonna move on to,
Tony, could you disable the speakers on your, or make them a little bit less loud?
I'm not blasting anything. It's, I'm just using the computer speakers from, my laptop. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry, hold on. Sorry. There we go.
Thank you.
Better?
all right, go ahead.
All right. Item R2 is docket number 43510, Atlanta Gas Light Company's 2024 Universal Service Fund Facilities Expansion Plan. Joint motion of staff and Atlanta Gas Light Company to amend the commission's December 27, 2023 order. On December 27, 2023, the commission approved AGL's USF 2024 plan. On January 10th, a staff and AGL joint motion was filed with proposed new language where the staff and the company have reached an agreement to resolve this issue. The staff recommends approval of the new language. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Tony. Commissioners, you've heard staff's recommendation on R2. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right, R2 passes unanimously. Thank you, Tony.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
just for information purposes for those that have not been in one of our administrative sessions before, all the discussion and arguments and that took place on these items that we've just voted on were discussed in committee last week. People, interveners and others that wanted to make comments about the issues at hand, and this is what comes out of that. So it has been fully discussed, fully researched and everything. Just wanted that to be said, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner McDonald. All right, that concludes the regular agenda. Does any commissioner have any other matter to be taken up on the utility agenda before we move on? If not, we'll move on to administrative affairs agenda. We have a consent agenda for administrative affairs. Does any commissioner wish to hold any item or move it from the consent agenda to the regular agenda? If not, all in favor of approving the administrative affairs consent agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right, consent agenda passes unanimously. Is there any other business to be taken up today on administrative session? All right, if not, we are adjourned. We're going to take a 10-minute break to retool everything and get ready for the IRP update hearing. So give us 10 minutes and we'll get started again at 9:50.